the DVD update here for Horror Month, and next Horror Month video. Who knows what episode this will be, but it's also going to be a joint thing for my day on the DVD watchers because I've had a busy week and was only able to watch one movie anyway. So, the movie I'm reviewing right now is Blindness, which is in theaters right now in the United States of America. It came out on October 3rd and is still going. I saw it, I believe, 2 or 3 days ago. I saw it with my mom and my girlfriend, so let's get on with it. The cast is good. It's got a good cast. It's got Julianne Moore in it, Mark Ruffalo, Danny Glover, and some other recognizable faces as well. It's directed by Fernando Mireles. I don't know how to say that. He's done a lot of Spanish things, it looks like. But anyway, on to the movie. Basically, an epidemic of blindness. What am I saying? An epidemic of I lost my train of thought. That's kind of weird, but an epidemic of blindness is spread across, I'm guessing it's the United States, possibly the world, although it doesn't really say the world, but it only shows taking place what you can guess is the United States. But who knows, it could be anywhere in a fictional place. But it never actually says what city they're in, so it could really be anywhere. Actually, maybe, hold on. Scratch that, I just remembered something. It doesn't say where it takes place, but it's probably not the US of A because judging by the license plates, they look like license plates from Europe. You know, just bland things with letters and digits on them. So I take that back. It's probably somewhere in Europe. Anyway, the start of the movie starts off with an Asian guy just driving in the middle of the street, comes to a stoplight. When the stoplight turns green, he doesn't go. He starts to panic. He's saying he's blind. He can't see. He can't see. Pedestrians that are walking come to try to help him. One guy offers to drive him home, and you get kind of an inkling that this guy's a weird guy. Not all there, like he's going to do something. You think he's going to do something like steal the car or whatnot. Anyway, and so he offers to drive him home. He pulls up somewhere and tells the guy to get out and just wait for him there. And you think that he leaves him, but he doesn't. He was just parking the car. Then he gets the guy into his house and asks if he wants to wait. The Asian guy says no, go ahead on. And he basically steals his car then, which is not a nice thing to do to a person who just went blind. But that's beside the point. The Asian's wife comes home. Doesn't believe him at first, then she kind of gets scared and panicky, goes to the telephone book. He wants to just go to the hospital, but she's like, no, we'll just have to wait hours and hours there. So she looks up a specialist, and they go to an eye doctor, which is played by Mark Ruffalo. So he checks it out, and usually it's called the white blindness because all they see is white light. It's not like regular blindness, I guess, where you see just black apparently. And the doctor checks out his eyes, and everything is just you know, he can't see anything wrong with the guy's eyes, despite the guy being completely blind. So he basically just writes out some instructions for what the people at the emergency room should do, and sends him on his way. He goes home to his wife, who is played by Julianne Moore, and they have a nice little dinner, you know, and go to sleep. The next morning he wakes up and he too has the blindness. He immediately wigs out, thinking it's contagious, and wants his wife to get away from him. She'll have none of it. And by that time we start seeing a little bit of how it's spreading rapid fire, and the government goes into overdrive, as governments do, and the first thing they decide to do is quarantine all the people that are infected. They decide to quarantine them, put them into an old mental institution that is somewhere in the city. And Julianne Moore is immune somehow, it's never explained, is immune to the blindness, the white blindness, and she wants to go with her husband when they come to pick him up to take him to the quarantine, and they won't let her in there. So she lies and says she's blind to get in there with them. The government is really not cool about this, because what they do is they basically take the blind people there, they basically push them out into the mental institution, and basically it's on your own, guys. There's TVs all around that are playing footage that tell them what to do, like telling them where everything is at, and how there's each section or wing, if you will, should elect their own representative and everything like that. And then they're the first two people to arrive, and of course they decide that Julianne Moore should not tell anyone that she can see, for obvious reasons. And basically, slowly throughout the movie, more people come until the ward is full, and they're only delivered rations on the outside, and they have to come and get them. Other than that, there's no other contact with the outside. They're basically left to fend for themselves in there and ration the food out on their own. Eventually, like I said, it becomes a full house, and each ward kind of has their leaders. Mark Ruffalo is been elected the leader of Ward 1, and you get a bunch of other people that are in Ward 1. It basically revolves around the people in Ward 1, the whole movie. And you got Danny Glover in there. You got the Asian dude that it started from. You got the thief that stole the guy's car. You got the Asian guy's wife, who eventually becomes blind as well. So yeah, and then the next part of the movie is all about living the living conditions, and them living and dealing with different situations inside the mental institution. At one point, some Spanish guys from another ward decide that they are going to take over the food and ration it out themselves and charge people money, or aka any possession that you have that might be worth anything in the outside. And soon everything is deplenished and no one has anything else to give for food, and they of course ask for the women for sex, obviously. And so yeah, and then the wards basically send all their women that go or volunteer, and they basically rape them in a long, it's very long and uncomfortable rape scene. I was with my girlfriend and my mom, so it was even thrice as uncomfortable. So, just sitting there by myself would be uncomfortable, but then I got my mom on this side and my girlfriend on this side, so that made it even more uncomfortable. And basically, I don't want to give too much away, but they do eventually find their way out of the institution, and it just shows what has happened to the world. And I don't want to say what happened, you can make that up on your own. The ending I quite liked. I know this is based on a novel. I'm not sure what novel, but I would definitely like to read the book. Everyone did a good job at acting, and so yeah, there is nudity in this. It's very uncomfortable nudity, a la Schindler's List kind of nudity, like not the kind of nudity you want. You want fun, happy nudity. Everyone's having a great time, but not happening here. So yeah, that was Blindness. I give this an 8 out of 10. My mom didn't like it too much, especially the rape scenes and stuff like that, and she thought it went on too long and was kind of boring, but I read into the social commentary of everything, and I really did like it. So I give it probably an 8 out of 10. You should definitely check it out. I think Boomstick Please saw it too. I'm not positive. I can't remember. I'm kind of shady on that aspect of it. But, okay, it's coming in at 9 something, so I should probably call this a day. Thanks for listening, and I will see you guys some other time.